Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you haven't been here before. This is living in Denver, Colorado today. Super fun area that we're gonna cover. Primarily we're gonna be covering the cost of it, but today, Castle Pines, cost of living, here we go.
Let's go. If you don't know by now, we are the Mile High Property Brothers. Eli Schmidt, I almost said Will Grimes. Eli Schmidt and my partner, Will Grimes. And if this is your first time visiting the channel, guys, we come out with videos every Tuesday and Thursday about living in Colorado and all the surrounding cities and everything you need to know if you're planning on moving here. So definitely subscribe to that channel and hit that notification bell if you haven't done so already.
Eli gets a little scared when people are around us while we film.
Obviously, I get all flustered. Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
And before we get into that, we are licensed real estate brokers here in Colorado. So if you have any questions, or maybe you're moving out to the area and you want to plan a visit and want to check out a couple different spots, text or email that, text or call that number below, or email us. There's an email there too. And we are the one that answers those text messages and phone calls. So if you want to get in touch with us personally, that's the best way to do it.
And as much as we love stuttering through these videos, we would love more to help you guys with your real estate needs. So with that being said, let's get right to it. Cost of living, Castle Pines.
All right. Okay, so if you guys are not familiar with where Castle Pines, Colorado is, it's a fairly small city that even a lot of locals, I feel, don't really know about because it's kind of nestled in between two bigger ones. So if you're looking at a map right now, you've got, Parker, Colorado, you've got Lone Tree, Colorado, and right off of I-25. And then just below Lone Tree, where you're going to have Castle Pines. Just north of Castle Rock, which is the other big city next to Lone Tree.
Definitely well known, definitely been around for a long time, but more so from the upper echelon, from the higher end homes.
Yeah.
But Castle Pines has grown a sense of just phenomenal new builds, but not necessarily having to be $1 million plus. I think when some people hear Castle Pines, they think of a golf course, or they think of
There's that too.
Exclusive property that you just can't get into.
That too.
Definitely not the truth. You've got some new builds in some great areas over there that are more than affordable now. So super excited, and it kind of closes the gap between Lone Tree and Castle Rock. And maybe another one of those is for you. There is some really cool private exclusive things to Castle Pines that might fit how you choose to live. Super excited they decided to expand.
Yeah, now talking about housing pricing, there are those properties that Will mentioned that are just gated communities on the golf course, in-ground pools, really cool homes that are out there. But the median home price is about $589,000. So median, you're looking just at about $600,000, because believe it or not, even though Castle Pines is kind of known for being the higher end properties, you do have condos and apartments there located right off the highway. So if you live or work in DTC or Denver or Parker or Highlands Ranch, you're right by the highway, which is a really good bonus.
A lot of trails, a lot of different things that you guys can get to. Obviously, we'll get to that when it comes to just pros and cons of living out there, but primarily more fixing to cost of living.
Yes, and as far as rent goes, average rent out there is about $1,600 for a one bedroom. So for a two bedroom, you're probably looking at about $1,700, $1,800. But again, if you're paying to live in Castle Pines, you're probably there for a reason. And scenery is a huge one. Proximity to the highway, like we just mentioned, is another huge one. And it's just a quiet, serene sort of place. All right, now, one of the cool things about Castle Pines, Colorado, is that in addition to the state sales tax and county sales tax, a lot of places and cities in Colorado you will see have their additional sales tax on top of county and state. Castle Pines does not have that. So
it's expensive enough.
Yeah.
So they're doing you a favor and not adding anything on top of it.
That's a great answer. In regards to groceries, so if you're looking at Denver being rated, and these are from some sites that we use to get all this information where we compare cities to city. So if Denver is rated 100 on the scale of affordability of groceries, Castle Pines is at 104. So I'm guessing that means 4% higher.
It's a little bit
grocery
more expensive.
bills.
Yeah, but, and guys, please refer to our cost of living in Denver as well.
Yes.
Like, we go over a lot of different taxes and just cost of groceries. Also understand, like, we don't want to get too specific on each small city because a lot of cost of living is going to be predicated on your commute. Are you using public transportation? Are you not? Do you need a lot of gas because you drive a truck like me and you're a moron? Or you've got some hybrid car? Is your debt? What's your debt to income ratio? So a lot of things are just subjective to your personal circumstances. And are you spending more here to save and travel? Or do you have to live further away that's more affordable, but you spend more in travel, but you need to be somewhere else with more space because you've got a huge family? Who knows? A lot of these things are just a little hard to get into specifically for the individuals or for each family or each little city because of how subjective it is to your circumstances. So if you guys want like an overall look at just Denver and the surrounding areas, cost of living in Denver, Colorado, phenomenal video. We go over a lot of that stuff in detail, so please reference that as well.
And really, that should be called cost of living in Colorado because Colorado is one of those states where it doesn't vary that much. You know, we have our state sales tax and then the individual county sales tax, which doesn't really differ that much from county to county with the exception of maybe one or two. Outside of that, guys, it's pretty much the same stuff across the board, outside of housing and rent. That's why we always make sure to mention that in these videos. So
correct, definitely a little bit higher on that aspect, but you kind of get what you pay for, like the atmospherics and the hills and the trails. You know, Castle Rock not too far, but you don't have to necessarily be around a lot of the growth in Castle Rock. You can be a little bit more secluded in Castle Pines where it's a bit more private and you can, I guess, enjoy some of that bang for buck per se.
100% without the additional city sales tax.
Right. So
thank you,
a little
Castle
bit,
Pines.
a little bit shorter, guys. Just kind of want to keep it straight to the point. Again, please refer to cost of living in Denver, Colorado. If you guys have any specific questions on Castle Pines or any other areas specifically, again, we are licensed brokers. As much as we love stuttering and talking trash all over these videos, we would love more to help you guys with your real estate needs. But that being said,
we got some text messages to get to.
We got some YouTube text messages coming through. We're going to see you guys on the flip side as far as the pros and cons to living in Castle Pines. I bet it's super similar. Some of those pros and cons are going to be subjective to your opinion and what works for you, but definitely dive into that video as well. And again, if you guys have questions, text, call. We are the guys that answer the texts and the calls, and we would love to help you guys out.
And if you haven't yet, which you're crazy,
like it if you like it.
If you haven't,
subscribe.
Just like it. Just like it. Get your damn text messages.
Listen,
all right.
I'm an important guy. It's almost Friday. We got a lot of guys. We got a lot of YouTubers coming in, needing help. We've had like 7 families.
I was about to give him shit for not putting his phone on silent, but mine's not on silent either, and I'm not getting text messages, so I can't say anything.
We had a popularity contest today, and he's not as cool.
Apparently, this is like American Idol. Vote for your favorite Mile High property brother. He's just getting his text blown up. Thanks, guys.
I tell you what, you comment
Appreciate
on me below, and I'm gonna buy you a home warranty.
Thanks for the support. Thanks for the support.
Comment below, will, and when you buy something out here, I will cover your home warranty. Guys, enjoy your week. We'll see you soon.
See ya.